Hello, welcome back to Game Domain. My name is Chris, and today we are talking about Super Mario Odyssey. Super Mario Odyssey. A brand new 3D Mario game that hit our nostalgia bones hard by letting us relive our adventures around Peach's Castle from Super Mario 64. This got me thinking about what other famous Mario locations should return as kingdoms in the next Odyssey game. Number 7. Comet Observatory. Between Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, I'll take the first any day of the week. Even though most people say that Galaxy 2 has better levels, the difference really isn't that much, and that claim is debatable in itself. The major difference between the two games is that one has far more story than the other. If you like games with a little bit more story, you'll probably prefer Galaxy 1. But if you like that snappier game with a little less story, you'll probably prefer Galaxy 2, even though you're wrong. To me, all of what Galaxy 1's story represents is symbolized by the Comet Observatory. If you didn't already know, the Comet Observatory is the hub world of the first Galaxy game that also acts as a ship piloted by Rosalina to travel the cosmos and hunt down the big bad Bowser. There are so many neat little things that you can do on what seems like some regular old spaceship. You can explore around and find hidden one-ups all over the place, some of which the community has only recently found, funnily enough. You can do what I did as a kid and spend hours trying to reach the star in the center of the hub world. You can figure out how to get to the green star planet, and best of all, you can enter the library and hear all about Rosalina's backstory. Super Mario Galaxy would have been a hit, regardless of all of these things, but they're here anyways. They're there to add atmosphere and density to the Galaxy franchise, and that's what I like most about it. I'd absolutely adore an Odyssey version of my favorite hub world, and can only hope that Rosalina's storybook would make an appearance in it. Heck, Rosalina herself should make a cameo too. Number 6. Luigi's Mansion. Luigi's Mansion is a series practically begging for a cameo in the mainline Mario games. Technically, we did get to see a reference to Luigi's Mansion in Super Mario Galaxy when Luigi was stuck in the level Luigi in the Haunted Mansion, but I think it's time we see something grander in the next Mario Odyssey game. Not just a haunted mansion level, but an entire Luigi's Mansion kingdom. Now the possibilities for the kingdom are practically endless. We could either see a replication of the hotels from Luigi's Mansion 3, the original mansion from the first game, or a brand new mansion altogether. And personally, I'm down to see any one of these three. While Mansion 3 isn't my game of choice, the sheer amount of floors would lead to a lot of content and a very grand kingdom, which I'm definitely a big fan of. But the original mansion is the one I'd like to see the most, since that's the one I have the most nostalgia for. Imagine fighting Chauncey or Mr. Glugs as Mario in a brand new 3D Mario game. What I think they would actually do though is make a brand new mansion of their own that is heavily inspired by the versions from the Luigi's Mansion games. In this kingdom, Mario can go around and capture the different ghosts with Cappy instead of sucking them into the vacuum like Luigi does in his games. In this kingdom, maybe you could even unlock Luigi as a playable character, something I was dying to do in the original Super Mario Odyssey. Hot take, but I'd really rather play as Luigi over Mario any day of the week. Number 5. Womps Fortress. Womps Fortress. In my opinion, the best stage from Super Mario 64, and a clear contender for a location that should be Super Mario Odyssey-ified. I was between Womps Fortress and Bob-omb Battlefield for this entry, but Womps Fortress takes the cake. It's easily the most fun level to just run around and perform trick jumps in all of the Super Mario 64, and that includes Bob-omb Battlefield. Although both stages are so iconic, I feel like Womps Fortress just had more going for it. It's not the first level, so it gets to be slightly more complex than its predecessor, and it's a more enjoyable level for it. I remember coming home after school as a kid excited to simply replay and have fun with this level for a solid couple of weeks of my high school experience. There's a reason that Throwback Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2 was a recreation of this stage. It was mixed up excellently in that level, and I'm excited to see how Nintendo could mix it up once again, now that there are capture abilities in the game. I'm just now thinking of how cool it'd be to be able to capture the owl, and be able to fly around as him yourself, instead of having to grab onto his claws like in the original game. Please, for God's sake Nintendo, if you do remake this stage in Super Mario Odyssey 2, make the owl capturable. That'll be so much fun! Number 4. Bowser's Circus. Bowser's Circus has to be one of the most overlooked locations in all of Mario when it comes to talking about what the coolest ones really are. The first time I played it, I instantly thought of the Joker's chaotic circus from the LEGO Batman games. Bowser's Circus is the final world in Super Mario 3D World that is ironically upbeat and cheesy, despite the fact that this is Bowser's ultimate world of evil and insanity. Even though this is the theme of the final world, you don't actually get to play much of the circus outside of the final boss fight. It'd be really interesting to see a full-blown creepy circus, complete with Ferris wheels, clowns, the whole gig in the Super Mario Odyssey format. As always, with 3D World, the kingdom could have cat enemies that you could take control of, kind of like the enemies with cat ears and tails from the Bowser's Furry expansion. Number 3. Delfino Plaza. I'll be honest with you, I'm not that big a fan of Super Mario Sunshine. Says the person writing this, the person reading the script right now really likes Super Mario Sunshine and thinks the writer is a bit insane. I really dislike the level design in most of the levels, and I think that the gameplay, while fun, is better in pretty much every other 3D Mario game, except maybe Mario 3D Land. The reader really still disagrees with this statement, but let's not unpack that can of worms right now. Yet I still return to the game from time to time, and that's because the best part of the game is just running around the hub world. Yes, 9 out of 10 times I boot up the game, all I end up doing is running around and having fun in Delfino Plaza. Even though there is some fun to be had in the actual levels of the game, running around the hub world shines above all of that. Pun very much intended. My only concern for how this location would play out in the Odyssey format would be what to do with Flood. Flood could either be placed on Mario for the entirety of his stay at Isle Delfino, or he could be used as a capturable entity. I think having him be capturable would work the best, since you can probably get up to most surfaces anyways now that there's cappy jumps that can be combined with wall jumps to get up to places really easily. If there's a surface that's too high for Mario, or some goop that he needs to clean up, he can capture a Flood and use it and then jump out when he is done with his job, or if he sees something else that he would like to capture instead. I don't really care what they end up doing with Flood, and I just hope to see Isle Delfino as a location you can play in Super Mario Odyssey 2 or Odyssey 1 DLC. There is even art on the Odyssey globe that shows Isle Delfino is in the game, which means that it was probably cut out from an earlier version, so out of all these entries on this list, this one is probably the most likely to happen. Number 2. The Underwear. We've already seen a 3D Mario Kingdom representation with the inclusion of the castle from Super Mario 64 in the Mushroom Kingdom from Super Mario Odyssey. So how cool would it be if we got representation from one of the Paper Mario games instead? Since Super Paper Mario is my favorite game of all time, I just had to go with the Underwear. Originally, I wanted to put Flipside at this spot, but I figured that the Underwear has a lot more depth to it. In Super Paper Mario, you are sent to the Underwear after being trapped and killed by the oh-so-menacing Dimentio. I believe that the Underworld is in between heaven and hell in the Paper Mario universe. In this level, Mario meets Loveby, the girl who was created out of a pure heart by her mother, Queen Jadis, who is also the ruler of the Underwear. It's such a powerful chapter packed with many heart-wrenching moments that I could go on about for hours. I expressed all of my thoughts on it in a video we did ranking all of Super Paper Mario's chapters, which you can find in the description down below. Okay, I'm done saying underwear now. I really tried hard not to laugh the entire time I was doing this one. I'm sorry, but I'm just such a child at heart. Number 1. Count Bleck's Castle. The only location that I'd like to see recreated more than the Underwear is Count Bleck's Castle. Yet another location from Super Paper Mario. Castle Bleck is my favorite chapter in my favorite game of all time, so of course it's number 1 on this list. Most of why I like this chapter so much has to do with the moments that happen in it, not just the design of the castle itself. So the Mario Odyssey recreation of Castle Bleck should include locations with O-Chunks, Mimi, Dimentio, Tippy, and even Count Bleck himself. How cool would it be to battle these characters and basically relive Super Paper Mario again in a 3D environment? Plus you would have Cappy and be able to control and play as these characters, which would be just the icing on top. I love to go on about what makes Castle Bleck so special, but like I said, there's already a whole in-depth video ranking all the chapters in the description below. Also, if you couldn't tell by now, this list is pretty subjective since there is virtually no chance that Castle Black would get recreated as an entire kingdom in Super Mario Odyssey, but a man can dream. Yeah, this list was incredibly subjective. The person reading this would have chosen differently for number 1. Perhaps a Super Mario RPG level with Geno? Yeah, man could dream. If you stuck with us this long, you must have seriously enjoyed this video, so I ask, if you are still here, please subscribe to get notified of our future videos, as well as like and share this video around. The more shares this gets, the more people see it, and it would really help us out. This has been Chris with GainoMan, and I will see you all again real soon.